Hey guys, quick comments on some news that has just hit the markets right before market open, and it is about Li Auto and the question whether or not this could actually influence also NIO stock price or maybe create some overhang. So what has happened here is that the company called Li Auto, or in Chinese Li Xiang, has actually announced an offering of up to $2 billion in shares. And that will be used, that's the important part here actually, will be used in a proceeds. Let me have a check if I can find the paragraph here. So here it is in this prospectus. They are saying we currently expect the use of the net proceeds from this offering for for the research and development of the next generational electric vehicle technologies, including technologies for BEVs, so that's battery electric vehicles, smart cabin and autonomous driving, development and manufacture of future platforms and car models, and working capital needs and general corporate purposes. So the thing that I'm always saying here on this channel is also that Li Auto is not a fully electric car company, and now with this offering this also shows they are using parts of this proceeds, or intending to use it for developing new car models. So right now Li Auto doesn't have any fully electric battery only electric vehicle on the road. They do have a car that has a battery inside, but it's also using a range extender which can be used to charge the battery, but basically it's a sort of a hybrid, right? And so they're outlining here that they're using these $2 billion if they are successfully offering all of the shares, to actually invest it in R&D. So a new platform, possibly all battery electric vehicles in new models coming up in the future. So it's a clear sign. Of course, this is part of their strategy to at some point switch over to having fully electric cars in the lineup in the future. But it also shows a little bit like what they're lacking, and basically they're lacking a platform which can sort of do that already. They need not only the R&D for it, but in the future also the manufacturing. Li Auto owns their factories, so this will, as they outline here, require working capital and investment as well. They're currently raising this money at the time where, look at the cash and equivalents here of around $5 billion. So that's actually well capitalized. Interestingly, and I outlined this, Li Auto is doing quite well in terms of not only stock price, but also where the company is going. The fundamentals are really good, like closer to profitability than any of the Chinese EV players out there, and that reflects in the share price, in their in the market cap, and right now it's also only down 3%. But back to the original question, the issue here is that this may actually create maybe some overhang for NIO and XPeng, maybe even Tesla. Well, no, very unlikely. But actually this may foster some fears that also NIO and XPeng might do the same and also raise maybe $1 billion, $2 billion additionally. NIO is more capitalized than Li Auto. They have around $8 to $9 billion in cash. So that's actually, it's less likely, right? But we've seen this effect in the past where I think, if I remember correctly, it was actually XPeng to first do an offering, and then all of the others have actually also followed, because it's creating this kind of a competition within China, and it's a very fierce market to compete, where actually you need this money, and if your competitor is raising more money, you actually may also want to do that. So this may actually repress some of the share prices for the other car manufacturers here in China. Let's have a look at NIO for a second. NIO currently up 1%, so we don't feel the pressure right now, but I just want to put it out there and saying that basically it wouldn't make much sense, because first of all, I think there is not so much need for NIO to raise cash right now, and second of all, NIO doesn't have to do it because they have the R&D and the platform ready. NIO is fully electric, so they don't face the same issues as yeah, Li Auto here. And it's actually a little bit surprising for Li to, at this point in stage, to actually raise this capital with 5 billion in capitalization. Maybe they saw, because they have this huge spike in the share price, that this is an opportunistic time to actually doing it. And maybe they will flip a little bit with the market going forward and invest more, and this may actually also show more on their balance sheet and the financials which they're going to post. So maybe they're not planning to immediately show the break even and flip into profitability. So yeah, already I'm talking about it. So with the investors, this will create some sort of, well, let's see where this is going. Maybe let's wait some couple of months and quarters and see how this will pan out amongst competitors. But actually, yeah, Li Auto might be a good short here, although I'm not shorting, but yeah, it's been running up very, very well here, and now may actually be poised to come down a little bit based on this news. And hopefully this will not create that overhang that I'm worried about for the other Chinese EV players. As I mentioned, it wouldn't make too much sense, but I can certainly understand if people think that way. Anyways, that's just what I wanted to put out there. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. Did it surprise you? Do you think NIO will raise? Do you think it will create overhang for the stock? I would like to hear your opinion. Then also please make sure to not forget to subscribe, share this video. You could also think about becoming a patron and support this channel going forward. I'm very thankful about this. And anyways, see you in the next video, and thank you guys for watching.